I look at things as images, and coming into the barn today where we're doing this interview, the door's half open. And so some people can get through that half. They can get through that top half of the door. And then I thought, you know what, with investments into United Way and those investments supporting agencies that we support, it pushes that door completely open and allows almost everybody to get through. You know, we've all are still in the thrust of COVID, and COVID has elevated, it hasn't changed the unignorable issues: homelessness, mental health, social isolation, hunger, poverty. You know they're still there, but now it's more there.
So COVID has taught us a lot. It's taught us that our community is resilient. It's taught us also that there are people who fall through the cracks in a difficult time. It is a time where, while we're seeing good stories, when you look harder, there are many people that are just not finding their way through. Like never before, the United Way is helping people in our community through a new urgent need fund. It started because of COVID-19, but we need to continue it on. And this campaign will be raising money so that we can prevent homelessness, so that we can be there to pay that bill that someone can't afford, to meet the need, the everyday need, whether it's for food or whether it's for something like a prescription. We need to be there with this fund and help you and your neighbors.
That's why I think it's one of those charities that just everybody in their community, I don't care if you're in Stratford or you're in Goderich, that community effect, it's like it's here, we can see it. Could be your neighbor or your neighbor 3 streets over, like it's here. And I think that's the beauty and that's the message that I would want people to know when they give to United Way.
So I live here with my husband and we have 3 children at home. Then I also am raising 2 of my grandchildren, a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. Since COVID has started and it's been challenging at times, my son is special needs, so he needs more help doing his work. Trying to juggle kindergarten and doing schoolwork with the high school kid, it's a lot. We've had some support with groceries as well as some gift cards, which have really provide for the kids what they need. I found out about United Way probably about 10 years ago when I did a fundraising CN Tower climb. And so now I guess I'm accessing their funds that are raised. So it feels good to give and to get back. Never know when you're going to need it. You know, it's more common than these days to be raising a grandchild or grandchildren, especially when you're trying to retire. You know, you're not expecting to be back in that stage and having to, you know, diapers and clothing. And it's expensive to raise children and accessing those supports is not always easy. And so it's helpful to have programs that we can access and to have these people that can give you information even.
So we have seen the most vulnerable in our community experience more difficulties than they ever have before. We know that fundraising is going to be harder this year. We also know that our community is incredibly generous. We have raised thousands and thousands of dollars for the last number of months to help people in significant need. As we head into this campaign, we need the generosity of everyone. We need it more than ever before. And we need to make sure that while we understand that some of our donors maybe can't give this year, we need other people to step up.
I do think there's an unawareness, and I think United Way helps to try and bring that message to everyone. As you're going along in the campaign and going out to various places and going to various communities such as Goderich and St. Mary's to see what they do, that really for me was an eye-opener. But actually seeing what they did in the communities and having some of the support programs talk about their programs to small groups where we were doing fundraising was really interesting to understand what really happens on the ground, because then it made raising the dollars seem that much more important.
The biggest impact I've seen is United Way's support through mental health and providing counseling when counseling is needed and trying to get to that counseling piece and get to that person that needs help prior to that acute stage. Providing agencies that do that work with the funding so they can use their professional abilities to do their job. And so I say to people that if you make the investment, if you donate those dollars, we will ensure that it will be spent wisely, because everybody wants to ensure that their hard-earned dollars makes a difference in somebody's life. If we receive dollars from individuals, we're entrusted to make investments with those dollars. And we're entrusted to connect with agencies that can do the work that they do and can make an investment in people's lives.
You know, you lose so much with mental illness, and you have to actually try to keep trying to be the old you, but you'll never be the old you. Like, I hear voices all the time, and they direct me to do things, and I don't know why, so I do. I was directed to go to the local after someone suggested it. It became a really good fit, and I understand that the United Way helped fund to open the doors. That's what your programming is funding. There's so much a person that hears voices can do. People think that they're always dangerous. Well, they're not always dangerous. In some ways, it makes you a stronger person. That's what I would say my connection to the United Way is, and my participation. They helped fund me a little bit as a paid honorarium to do those positions, and it kept me going, okay? It gave me purpose. It's just something that is amazing. This is called Along the Way She Lost Her Marbles. What is lost is often found. And what I mean by that is there's a road to recovery. It's a journey that everyone takes with mental illness. They have to go through that journey alone, unfortunately, but with help and the supports that the United Way helps with. I see a lot of homeless people, and I understand that the United Way looks after the homeless through transitional housing and gets them back on their feet. And if they need mental health supports, they find the mental health supports for them. It's programs like these that empower people, get them feeling safe, get them feeling healthy, get them connected. It's so vitally important to every person, including myself. It's touched my life. We need to reflect that all people are so important. The United Way is there as an umbrella for so many, and they catch everyone. We will not let them fall.
I think sometimes people see United Way as just an opportunity to reach out, ask for money, and then we'll redistribute the money. United Way is more fulsome in that it takes a look at the reasoning behind those issues that we're addressing even more so today.
The thing about United Way, which I've always try to promote, and I try to promote it where I go, is that the word united, so it's united, so we're doing this all together and we're doing it for our community, and it's local.
We are an organization that, with its 100% local focus, is unlike any other charity. We are close to home. We are here, and COVID-19 has revealed that we have to take care of people in our community.
You know, on that note, I want to thank those people that give. I'm thanking you for your donation, for you supporting an elderly person that needs to get out of their home, to a young person that is seeing counseling, that needs the counseling right now, you know, to that meal that's being delivered to a family, or those necessities for a baby that they have and they're not quite able to provide what they need for that child. From the bottom of my heart and my wife's heart, we thank you for doing that. It truly creates a community that loves one another. So thank you. Welcome, South Huron. Inviting you once again this year to be involved with the United Way campaign and to support your community, especially in the area of homelessness. And we know how much work you did last year in addressing that, and we certainly want to work again this year through your dollars to address that need.